Hello everybody, Corey here. In this video we're going to do the daily roundup for the single stock ETFs. Just a reminder, I'm not a licensed investment or financial advisor, and I'm just getting the data to make it readable and present it to you so you can make your own decisions and opinions based on the information. YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky, and below here it has all the risks that are defined on their website. So please check them out and understand what you're investing in before you do so. Sorry about that. Let me get a bunch of coffee. Obviously, I haven't looked at the trades here. What's going on? What happened with Tesla? I guess they just rolled the synthetic. Yeah. All right. It's not very often that we see. Sorry. Just those synthetic positions being done. Okay. Here we go. So we got a lot of a lot. We have six ETFs at trades today. So AIYY brought in 317,000. AMD brought in 333,000. AMZ 163,000. Coney 3.19 million. JPMO 22,500, and Tesla brought in 9.76 million. Here we have all the net assets and outstanding shares. If you'd like to see that or screenshot that, please do so. And then we have here the current stock price with the NAV, and then the difference between the two if you'd like to see that here. Okay, and then we go into the stock prices here. So I'm just going to look at some highlights here. So Squee or Block was down 7% today. There was some news story. I don't know. But I believe they're supposed to report tomorrow also. And it was a red day. AMD here was down 6% today. I know SMCI had bad earnings. I'm not sure what else was out there for catalysts for that one. But then Misty is down 3%, of course, Bitcoin. And then, of course, NVIDIA chip is down 3%. If we look at ups, our ones we have AMZ was up 3%, and of course it had earnings the night before, and Coney was up 3%. So I'm not really sure about that why, but I think Coinbase also reports tomorrow. I think it's Apple, Coinbase, and whatever one I said a minute ago, Block. I think that's what I said on the earnings thing or showed. But anyway, let's go ahead. Well, I don't have to hide this, do I? So we're going to come over here and look at the underlying. Yeah, so our biggest loser, AMD, negative 9%. And then we have Block, negative 8%. NVIDIA, down negative 4%. And interesting, PayPal had earnings and it was good, but it ended up being down 3% today. As far as the up, there's only one that's up 3%, and that was Coney. So that's interesting. All right, if we want to compare these together, thought I needed to zoom in. We can see here how they did in the differences. Just look over here in the column. We had a big difference of 3% here in the changes. AMD was down 6%, while AMD was down 9%. And then so then Squee was down 7%, and these are rounded numbers, and Block was down 8%. Of course, on the right-hand side, it shows a difference of 2%. And that's really it. I mean, you have a few 1% there, AMZ, PayPay, Tesla. And then we have a negative one, which means Apple did better than Appley there by 1%. But we can see if we look down here at the bottom, 14 of the YieldMax ETFs did better than their underlying. And you can see, though, we were in the red, ended up in the red today, 0.7 for the NASDAQ and 0.34 for the S&P. So it's expected, right? Of course, yesterday we had, 18 out of the 19? That's like a first. We'll see if we ever get 19 and 19. All right. So this was really the last day for us to recover, and I hadn't looked at this, and yep, there's no change anyway. So this was just to look at. We just did this month. Somebody had asked something in the Discord about somebody adding it to their spreadsheet. I just so happened to see it. Like if I'm not specifically tagged in something, if you don't tag me by name, I'm probably not going to see it. When I first started, I used to read every single message out there. Now I just really don't have time. Every now and then I'll go out there and look in the Discord, or I'll post things and earnings or sheets or just whatever. But yeah, I don't. You If you're in the Discord and you want something on a spreadsheet, or something like that, you need to tag me. But I just happened to see this and I love it. I don't recall who had posted it. There's some, it was them asking to do something like this, and then this is where I ended up. But anyway, I talked a lot. Most of you probably already seen this and know, so don't really care for me talking here. But this was basically the last day. I haven't done the day's recovery video yet because I'm just always so tired. But I have done it and it is complete. So I guess now that we have the end of the month for this one, I can do it and then show, through April, because we've closed out April there. But yeah, so it looks like we did initially have 5 stocks that recovered. Right now, though, only 4 of them are still recovered. We'll see how we end at the end of the day tomorrow if any of those are still recovered. But there's 22 trading days this pay period, and so since they didn't recover today on my sheet, they'll just all be 22. All the rest of those there, because if I just leave them at 0, then it makes them look good, when I look at averages and stuff. And I don't know, maybe there's a better way to do that, but I'm just giving them, the number of days in the period, in the pay period. But I don't know, y'all see it later when I show you, when I do a video over it. But here, for our max strike prices, Murney is maxed out. It is over its strike price of $108 by 3%. I think it was coming down today, but I don't know what happened after that. But I was looking at that. So let's sort this. You know what? This one is not going to matter. Holy moly. Misty. Wow, we're $400 under the strike price. 28%. I meant to do this by percentage. But to look to see who's close to their strike prices. So OARC. So these are 3% away. OARC, JPMO, Dizzo, Nefli, Phoebe. They're all 3% away from their maximum strike price. And then we have Apple and AIYY 5%. But look at the bottom down there. AMDY, Coney, and Squee are all 18% underneath their strike price. Tesla's 20% under the max strike price. Again, this is just the max. If you want to see all of them, they're on the holdings. And then we have the value over here as far as how this affects the stock price. We can see in the instance of Murney being over its strike price, it's bringing the stock down $1.18 or 5.6%. I thought we had other worse ones. Maybe it's on the synthetic side, which would make more sense. Come on. I guess it's already filtered. Alright, so here we have GUI and Tesla down 1.3% due to their synthetics. Short calls. Now, if we look over here at synthetics, yeah, this is where it gets really bad. So we can see here, Coney is 19% underneath its synthetic position, or $50, and it's bringing the stock price down $5.42, or 23%. Squee here, it is 16% underneath its synthetic strike price, and it's bringing the stock price down $4 or 19 cents. Same thing with Phoebe here. They're underneath the strike price by 15%. So it's bringing the stock price down 19%. I don't know what I said over here, but this was 15. 19% or 370. And so you can see that all the way down. Of course, we have 3 green ones at the bottom, which means they're above the strike price. So we can see they're only above like $1 or so something, but it puts them in the green there. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm just going to try to make these a little short because I'm extremely tired. But yeah, I will see y'all later. I hope y'all have a great day tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.